Oh yeah, boys and girls, we are ready to rock and roll and have a wonderful time playing Gears 5 for a little bit jam. So here we go. That number one in the house, it is Spuddy. Ah, good to see everybody. We got Spuddy, Curvy, Last, James, and Mooney. Good to see you guys. How yous doing? Excuse me. I am starting to get sick today. I just want to establish that. I want you all to know it. Paul, you awesome chap. Yeah. Isaiah's been sick the last few days, and I thought I was going to avoid it, but it is now hitting me, and so I'm not very happy. It's just started around 11:30 today, which was 5 hours ago. So tomorrow I will be miserable and angry. And then Sunday I will be miserable and angry. And Monday probably miserable and angry. And I started my on-call rotation today. Frig! Work was good, man. It was friggin' busy though. Super busy. So I was up at 5 to 4 this morning. Not alarm. My body woke up at 3:53. So I get up, started playing Starfield. Like a half an hour later, a Sev 2 came in. So I was like, all right, I don't got to deal with it because Dave's still on. And then like an hour later, if that, a second one came in, and then, oh my, like 2 more came in. And then by 11:30 my time, like we had already had 4 Sev 2s. I'm like, holy freak, this is busy. Look at this. My Elgato's working perfectly. Mooney, hello, boo. Oh, one sec. Let me reset my, El Crapo. All right, I was going to say, what the heck? Let's go. Bum, bum, banana. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Not feeling the best. I feel it coming into my throat. That's what she said. And, excuse me. Bum, bum. So we're going to do like an hour and a half of Hope You Feel Better Soon. Spuddy, I wanted to go by super quick. It's just I get so angry when I have a man cold. Like angry. I'll boot up my Xbox. Yeah. I hate the fact, like, it's just nasally, right? I can handle the cough. I can handle anything else. Even if I was barfing for 24 hours, that's fine. I don't care. I'll throw up for 24 hours. But a stuffed up congestion, I can't stand it. James.
Oh, you awesome chap.
James, you awesome chap. How you doing?
Oh, not bad, my friend, not bad.
Excellent.
You knew you were going to get sick, but you thought it would be Isaac that would bring it in, not Isaiah.
Yeah, well, here's the situation with that is Isaiah's coworker didn't tell him, but she had COVID or has COVID. And so Isaiah works next to her. He sits in the car with her all day. And so then the next day, Isaiah was sick for Tuesday, Wednesday. And then he did his best staying away, man. And like not walking around touching crap. And then he did his best. So I can't be mad at him about it. And then here we are, 11:30 today. I was just like, wow, I feel a little different. And so it's just slowly brewing, which is wonderful.
So how are you actually feeling? Is it just a weak feeling? Are you starting to feel a bit congested?
So not congested yet, but my throat is starting to get a little scratchy, and I just feel super mega tired right now. So, but I always feel tired anyways because I don't sleep good. But so yeah, we'll see. Spuddy, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
Thank you.
Right, so we're doing some Madman's Monsters, or are we doing some Escape, or what do you fancy doing?
No, Madman's Monsters is cool. We could do some of that, or whatever. No Escape. No Escape. Like I don't mind Escape, but not a big fan of it. Bum bum.
Escape is very different. It's it takes getting used to.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Lee's not joining us as he is still away on vacation, or as
cool.
British folk call it, holiday. And then
holiday.
I don't know if Pete's not joining us because he's in Jersey.
Is everything all right with Pete? He doesn't normally go to Jersey unless it's necessary.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's do Asylum. Let's do Asylum.
He had texted me on Monday or Tuesday. One sec. PT Marty said, I'm going to be in Jersey this Thursday through Monday, therefore I won't be able to play Gears with you on Friday. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. I know it was anticlimactic, but that's what it was.
I'm also on call tomorrow, Paul, unfortunately.
Oh, you are?
Only as to cover a colleague. So I'm not part of the rota, but one of my colleagues doing a bike ride for charity, and he thought he'd ask, James, can you cover it from 12 o'clock noon on Saturday till 5 p.m. Sunday? And I didn't really feel in a position to say no. So
Yeah, not yet,
I
eh?
said, yeah, I'll do it. I still pray that I don't get any calls.
Yeah, because you're the new dude. And so you...
Oh, yeah. And I don't know how to do everything, so it would be a nightmare being on my own with a horrible priority call. But yes, I know the feeling, my man. I vowed I'd never do it again, and here I am doing it again. I didn't realise you were 1 in 2. I'm sure you told me that before, and I must have forgotten.
What do you mean 1 and 2?
You're 1 week out of 2.
Oh,
Out of
yes,
every 2
yeah,
weeks,
yeah. So every
you're
2 weeks.
on
So
call 1 in 2. Yeah.
So here's the thing. That it doesn't really bother me at all because I'm home for one, which is very nice. So that's, to me, that's when I work from home, it's not work. I'm just throwing that out there, and I would like to establish it's not work, honestly, because I'm working from home. And then
If you didn't have your sleep pattern, though, I think it'd be very different. If you had a normal sleep pattern,
yeah, maybe, yeah, I could see that. Oh, this one again?
most people would get woken up by calls, but you're already awake. So.
Yeah, that's true. And then,
We could try an end build if you want to try that instead of the middle.
yeah, let's do it. So,
Well, let's see where the tap's over there.
Oh, tap's actually on end anyways.
Spuddy, do you want to take the fabricator? Because I actually have no idea where to put it for an end build. I can't
Right
drop
in
it
this
there.
little alleyway, it's usually pretty good for an end build.
Over here, yeah?
all right, look at
Just
this.
like
Oh,
here?
Yeah.
you know what? This could be better for pour moi. All right, let's do this. Let's get you.
It makes it
Technically,
a
they have
wider
2
build
ways.
because you're covering side to side, but it's a lot less claustrophobic.
Yeah, there's a weapons locker for you already, Spuddy.
I put
Are
some
they going to
points in
spawn
for
on the
you, Paul.
right hand side here or always to the left?
They
Always
will
to the
spawn
left or
both sides.
But what, behind us as well?
No, not behind us. They'll spawn both sides in front of us.
I've never really paid attention to it.
Yeah, so they'll spawn from the train tracks, and then they'll spawn from the top of that building.
Okay, I actually may like this way flipping better here. We'll see.
It also gives you more room to put out fortifications, too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another big thing. Like, I've seen some people where they're running a sentry build, they'll run sentries all the way up to the stairs.
Yes.
How was your holiday, Spuddy? I know you didn't get to meet Paul because of that silly storm.
Nothing ever good named Lee, I'll tell you right now.
My mum wanted me to give you a message today, Paul.
Oh, what is it?
I can't remember what did she say.
Oh,
She was
good.
like, "Can you tell Paul to stop messing with the sun?" So in the UK today, we had weird kind of haze covering the sun,
Yeah.
and it kind of made it orangey. And in the news, it was saying how it was caused by Canadian winds or something.
Wow, okay, because yeah, there's something special going on with the moon phase and stuff. It's here too. It's
Wait, it's caused by you guys. You blooming Canucks.
I
Canuck poutine.
So if I get a call, just as a heads up, it's because I'm on call and I got to take it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's cool.
So hopefully it doesn't
We know
happen.
you'll need to drop at any point. It was just painful the other day when we spent hours on that really riveting DLC and had to drop out.
I hate that DLC, and today the
Oh,
third
it's
part
terrible.
dropped. Yeah, it's a bad DLC.
It looks like it's just a fetch quest. And that's the
That's all it
entire
is.
DLC.
It's
It is,
boring.
but it's not clear of what you have to do either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not want to play that.
Well, it was slowly sucking the life out of me, and then that final thing where you had to hunt around the map and do rhyming battles and retorts with
Oh,
ghosts,
that's lame.
it just destroyed me, and I thought I can't be doing this for another hour.
Yeah. You learned a new insult. Who cares?
Yeah, and that's the first DLC for Sea of Thieves that I've not enjoyed.
Yeah. How about the old lion crying Jim Ryan, huh?
Oh, that's funny.
You mean the line crying retirement?
You mean
Yeah.
he's been firing. Dude, you know Sony's like this year going,
Well,
buddy.
you called this.
Yes.
You said if the deal goes through, after everything Jim Ryan's, tried to do to stop it, that'll be it for him. Sony won't let him stay. Whoa, sire.
Well, so Japanese are all about honor, right? The whole culture is all about honor, and for him to put up all the lying and it just brings shame upon the company. There's no way they're going to be like, you know what?
Well, if
We
this
love
had
Jim
happened 100 years ago, they'd have probably got him
Although-
to commit suicide with a knife. or something.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I will say with Sony, unlike Nintendo, Japan's not really in charge anymore. The American branch is more or less in charge of the video games now.
Oh, for Sony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're toast. Jim Ryan is toast. And
Oh, I was buzzed. Sorry, Paul. Carry
no,
on.
go ahead.
I was just saying I love Tuesdays because they update the store on Xbox.
Yes, yeah.
And it's actually been a while. I nearly messaged you saying last year I didn't have this hype, but because so many good games have come out this year, I actually look forward to checking the games coming soon. Going right, what's now appearing in the store?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Even
saw-
the indie games have been solid.
Yep.
Oh, some of the indie games have been amazing. And City Skylines is going to be on Games Pass.
Yes, the new one.
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't
still
know that.
just playing tons of Tectonica.
Oh, that's the building thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the little factory simulator. It's like all the fun of the city management without having to manage the city.
Okay, yes. Yes, you told me about it. I did check it out, but to be honest, there are so many games that have come out that I still need to play. So, Dead Space, I was saying this to Mooney on the other night. Dead Space came out in February. I completed it once, and it was really good. And it's been on my list of things to replay through, to get the achievements, to experience things I didn't see first time. But I haven't got round to doing it because of everything else that's come
Yeah.
out. And here we are, about to go into October.
Oh, it's so good,
So-
isn't it?
Just after I completed Dead Space, Hogwarts Legacy came out, and that ate me until I completed it and did everything in that. That game was incredible.
Yep.
Then there were a couple of indie games which I kind of got hooked on from Games Pass, which were interesting. And then Star Wars came out, which was absolutely fantastic.
Wasn't it though? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So wonderful.
I don't like new Star Wars, but it didn't feel like new
No.
Star Wars.
No, this
Does
is
that
its own
make sense,
thing.
Paul?
Yeah, it's its own
Yeah.
thing. And the tie-in, the High Republic, I'm insanely excited for that.
Yeah, I like that. I found myself looking at the lore, and the NPCs are so entertaining. There are times I'd hold off attacking just to hear what the battle droids were saying, because they'd be having their conversations, doing their own thing. And that first day when I accidentally stumbled into that Rancor that obliterated me, I was like, oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah, so good. What else?
then
Oh, cool.
Even
Yeah.
the little filler games that came out, like Vampire Survivors,
Yes.
I couldn't put that down.
I know. It's so good.
It sucked me in. I'd do a match, and then I'd upgrade my character and be like, actually, I want to do another match to see how long I can survive. And then before you know it, it's like midnight, and I got work in the morning.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm annoyed. I've got to go to work because I was enjoying the
Yeah.
game.
Same thing with Starfield. It's like
Yeah,
I
and
have to
then
turn it off.
Starfield's come out.
Yeah, I gotta turn it off to actually do work. I'm like, break.
Oh, I didn't realise how much time I actually spent on Starfield.
Yeah, it's so good.
I did have a bit of a rough time on it. I did seem to be one of the unfortunate players that suffers with the constant crashes. So towards the end, I'd had to train myself.
I was not
to...
expecting Warden to round the corner
wreck
like
them.
that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The sentries were just barely in range for his ground pound to hit them.
Ah.
Yeah, frustrated.
So yeah,
Excuse
if I played Starfield for say 6 hours in a row, it would probably crash between 3 and 4 times.
So
It
mine didn't
constantly
crash
crashed.
until the first big update they did, and then I've had a couple crashes, which has been really annoying.
Yeah, I find it seems to crash when I fast travel, especially going to Aquila City for some reason.
Yeah, I
But
sometimes.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Karen?
No, you go ahead.
Oh no, you carry on.
I was gonna say sometimes I hate pressing start, so to go into my inventory or whatever, because
Yes,
it'll hang and
That
freeze.
can
And,
freeze.
Yep.
Yep, I had that as well.
Yeah.
Which is quite irritating, especially when you're like, oh no, please, I'm pressing start because I want to save.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And that's the most of the time when it freezes. I'm like, I need to save, because it's a Bethesda game and you need to save a lot.
Yeah, I kind of trained myself to save after, you know, doing every important thing. Oh, I've killed about 20 enemies. I don't want to have to kill them again. Save,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've got 7 saves on the go with the auto saves as well.
But the fact that those glitches don't put you off playing shows how good the game is.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm still searching and exploring and just doing a bunch of stuff. I can't help it.
I found pretty much everything quest-wise. I got to the point where all the activities tended to repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And before I stopped, I had a look online, like a huge quest list, and
Yeah.
any that I hadn't done, I just did. That's when I got the moon quest. I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool, going
still
to the
don't
Apollo
have that.
11 thing.
I still don't have that. I don't know how to get
Ah,
it.
so they're special things called landmark quests.
Right,
So
I've got
when you
one.
read, you got one. Well, there's loads on Earth. You can visit the pyramids of Giza. You can visit the Xi'an Tower in China, and loads of other things, and the moon landing. But you need to find specific books
Right.
that lead you to them, and then you get the quest to go there.
All right, so I've got one snow globe, whatever, and that's the one for London.
Yeah. Yes, the London Monument. Well, in the lodge, if you go upstairs, on a table in one of the people's rooms is Ken Livingstone's journal. You pick that up, read it, you get the quest to visit the moon landing site on the moon.
Oh, that's cool. What a great
That
game.
sounds pretty cool.
Oh,
It
it's
really
it's
is. and
it's
the
wonderful,
views
man.
are amazing. Looking from the American flag that Neil Armstrong planted
Yeah.
out into, you know, space when the sun's beaming, it's just amazing. I took so many screenshots of that. The most secret quest though is the Planet of the Clones when you get to that one.
Yeah, that's exciting.
You need to find a specific slate that will lead you there, and I can't remember where that is.
Oh,
But
okay.
you'll get there, and then you'll have to go on quite a long quest line. To...
That's okay.
I'm not going to spoil it, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's really cool.
that's awesome. So
The historical clones that you can talk to, and
basically,
you know, what they say.
I'm trying to milk this game for everything it's worth. Usually, I die off by now. Like, okay, I beat the game, blah blah blah, but not now. I'm just so like I want to beat every aspect of this, and I want to explore every planet and 100% all of it. Like every planet, go and
I
explore.
found
it
that
all.
quite monotonous. I mean, it's interesting because you do come across some things, but after fully surveying about 20 planets,
Yeah.
I thought I can't spend the next 6 hours running around trying to scan a rock.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dan, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
But like those random events that you found, like the poachers,
Yes.
and I discovered as well through complete accident that those quests are procedurally generated. So I was
Oh, okay.
exploring a moon, and there was like a little science outpost filled with robots. And the minute I got there, the robots attacked me, and I had to destroy them. But as soon as I'd killed them all, my game crashed.
Oh no!
And when I reloaded it, because I'd saved literally just before I went to that area. So when I reloaded it and went back there, the outpost was there, but there were no robots. Instead, it was a group of scientists who needed my help to disarm a reactor before it blew up.
Oh, okay.
So I had to do a mini game to stop it from blowing up.
Huh.
So there must be like a set of possible quest lines that appear, and the game randomly selects one when you get close to that area.
All right.
Which is pretty cool.
It's pretty nifty though. I'll tell you that. It just keeps the game, even though like you're saying, it is a little monotonous. It does keep it fresh. If you haven't reached that level of okay, I've done this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Have you played the new
Like even animal interactions.
animal interactions? What do you mean?
So I was surveying a planet, and there were two groups of animals that just seemed to be in a massive battle, all fighting.
Oh
each
yes, yeah. I haven't, Dan. No.
And then there was a group of Marines nearby undergoing like a training session. They were all recruits.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that.
I've had it happen twice, so it's just a random event that can happen when you're exploring a planet or moon. And there'll be like a sergeant giving them like a drill down. You can stand there and take the drill down with them.
Oh,
And then you
that's
have to
fun.
fight robots with them as part of their training.
All right.
There's so many little quest lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to level 65 after doing all the quests, and I thought I've pretty much done everything. How do I get to level 100? So I had a look, and there's a planet on the edge of the galaxy where you can that's absolutely full of a certain type of creature.
Okay.
And it's like a dinosaur with an armored shell. And everyone you kill gives you between 100 to 200 XP.
Oh crap! All right.
And you can build an animal habitat where they will just constantly keep spawning there.
Yeah.
So I just kept killing them when they spawned there.
Wow.
So
All right.
it's kind of an XP farm, but I'm a bit. The only thing I think the game's missing, which I have a feeling they're going to bring out as DLC, is there's no House Varun questline.
Oh, there isn't. Where you could? Are you sure?
No, you go into their embassy as part of the UC quest line
Right.
to get the key card, but there's no actual quest line for House Varun. They don't have a headquarters in the game yet.
Mm.
You know, the faction that worships the snake. So I bet they're going to bring out DLC for that.
Maybe. Yeah.
'Cause
Jim
they're
Ryan.
like one of the big factions that don't have a quest line.
Yeah. Exactly. But I don't want to join a religious group. I did that in real life. Jim Ryan, so good to see you, dude. Are you happy to be counting down your days of retirement?
Yeah, sorry, I just keep talking Starfield.
No, keep talking Starfield. Mark just showed up. I mean, Jim Ryan just showed up. So, yeah, keep talking Starfield, man. I can chat that all day. It's just so good. It's wonderful.
Did you get your ship
Margaret just
sorted?
got trained.
Yeah, I seen
Oh.
that.
Paul, did you sort your ship out?
Not yet. So I'm gonna look for a little guide on how to build one that just maxes out everything and gives me ultimate capacity as well.
You fell into the trap that I fell into last night. So even though two planets look like they're close together, they're actually really far apart and you can't get to them. When you hover over a planet, you get a little pop-up box on the right-hand side. And it tells you how many light years away it is.
Yeah.
And it tells you how far you can jump.
Yeah. It's nonsense. Jim Ryan, that's bullcrap, dude. You know it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, what's the one you get for beating the game? The like the emissary ship. The Starborn Guardian.
Yeah.
I got a love-hate relationship with that ship.
The
I
travel.
think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, speed's good, but its weapons are quite rubbish.
Yeah, and you can't upgrade it at all either.
No, that sucks.
Dan, congrats, dude. 2nd year of college. Good for you, dude.
Hey.
Yeah, that's funny.
We've got some awesome games coming out soon as well. There's been so many games added to Games Pass since Starfield that I haven't even looked at.
Yeah, same here. Not even looked at.
That Lies of P game that, you know, they were advertising pretty hard.
Apparently that's
I've not
like
even looked at that.
Bloodborne and stuff, so I won't play that. I just don't want to get mad angry playing video games.
I saw someone playing it. It's literally Sekiro.
Yeah, I
Where you
don't
have
want to
do
get
the
up.
perfect parrying.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Oh, I can't be doing that.
Yeah, because I'm going to get upset and angry and like very viciously angry. I just don't want to do that. I may go to Nintendo
I tried
and
that
fix
Woe
it.
Long, and that was a nightmare. Couldn't even get
I
out the
watched someone
tutorial.
playing it who's literally a huge Soulsborne fan. He's like, yeah, this is my least favorite Soulsborne game.
Wow, okay. People are loving it, which is weird. It's not for me, I'll tell you that. Jim,
No,
you
I
would
saw
destroy
Elden Ring's
Nintendo,
on
buddy.
offer, and I'm not getting that. As much as I think the game looks awesome,
Yeah.
I
Which one? Sorry.
don't have time to get angry. Elden Ring.
Yeah, I want to play it too, but that's the other thing. I'd get super upset. All right, here we go. What do we got? 2 flocks.
Oh, and Stray was another one. Stray came to Xbox at a really good price as well a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I played that and completed that, and I thought that was a really good, interesting game. So yeah, Xbox have definitely pulled it back.
Yeah.
We all said this last year, Paul, when Xbox started buying indie developers and buying companies. You were like, 2023, 2024, when they get to bear fruit from their purchases of these companies.
Oh yeah.
That's when we're going to see amazing games come to Xbox. And that is exactly what is happening.
Yeah, it's amazing to be an Xbox fan right now. It's prime. The games are great. The value is top notch, especially like for Game Pass.
Yeah, Gotham Knights is coming to Games Pass.
Yes!
Apparently that was a massive game when that was released.
Yeah, so if I look at it, I bought the upgrade for Starfield, so that cost me $40. But but I didn't buy the Starfield game itself. So for $40, I have over 6 days of gameplay. And I'm still going strong.
I usually buy the upgrades just to get 5 extra days before the game's released.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad I did, because that game was amazing.
Yeah, it's
mind-blowing. First 5 days, when you're first exploring things, was incredible.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm still having that same experience, though. Oh, these little...
It's a nice tap location.
Oh.
All right, hold on here.
Yeah,
I'll figure this out.
There are times where I've had to stop what I was doing just to appreciate the views.
Yeah, I still do that.
I find, especially on moons where there's no atmosphere and you can see into space, you can see all the aurora borealises and the planets in the distance and the glow of the sun as it reflects off the rocks. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, James, there's a full trash out in the locker if you need to switch between that and the mulcher.
Ah, Skull, I'm just using this up. That's all good, my man.
Oh, I gotta fix that. Right here.
There are a few things that I find bizarre that they did, though. Like, the miscellaneous items serve no purpose other than to be sold.
I think so, yeah. That's where they they put the digipicks in there, though.
Yeah, which I find silly.
Items have no purpose. That's a Bethesda staple.
Yeah.
Well, no, in Fallout 4, miscellaneous items, if you stored them in your workbench, they could all be broken down into resources to build with.
Ah, okay. I didn't really fool around with the shelters in Fallout 4.
I feel like the miscellaneous is more like Skyrim than like Elder Scrolls miscellaneous items where they just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they put your digipicks in there, which is silly. The amount of times I accidentally sold them.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm just pressing A to sell
Yeah.
everything.
I want...
Your digipicks are what you use to open locks, if you didn't know, Spuddy. So,
Yeah,
selling
Yeah, I
that is
didn't
bad.
get that far yet.
I want
I'm still
more
trying
money.
to figure out space flight.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's so good.
I want the
just
vendors
doing
to
a
have more
tutorial.
money. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
Well, the best place for that is the key, because there's like 5 vendors in a row.
Right,
Just
but
sell.
I have a 15,000 bounty right now from Crimson Fleet.
Oh, just get rid of that.
Yeah.
I like that you can build the bounty clearing things on your own.
Yeah, that's
bases.
cool. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to go and clear out the key and kill everybody.
Why?
I don't know, just just to do it.
Just cause.
IGN, oh my gosh, what is happening? IGN reviews. After our extensive research, Starfield did not live up to the promised expectations, so our review was accurate. Let me guess, this is Dan Stapleton trying to justify his bullcrap review of Starfield.
Is that an actual quote?
No, this is well, no, I assume this is Mark's new account instead of the Jim Ryan because he knows Jim Ryan is dead.
Oh, okay.
But very witty, man. Mark is an ultimate troll. He should be named Ultimate Troll, not Ultimate Hater.
Ultimate troll. Oh, do you know how his podcast thing went with Elgato?
I don't
Has he
know.
done that yet?
I heard someone else. I saw a tweet. Someone else said that they did the podcast with Mark or Elgato with Gaz and not Mark. I don't know. Dan, I have not, sir. No, I have not turned on my Nintendo to play anything other than Mario Kart and Mario Party with the fam. But Mark, did you do the podcast with Gaz? Or did he just pin you out and get someone else?
The thing with the Switch, well, it's coming to the end of its life now, ironically, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So you're going to see probably next year, the end of next year will be the Switch 2. You know
Or
what?
maybe they'll call it the Super Switch.
Well, that's what they're saying, the Super Nintendo Switch. And that seems to be the common industry name for it. Sorry. So 2024, guys, is going to be a huge year as well. I saw a report that 2025 is Gear 6. No, I was fishing. I just got back. Felt kind of bad, but I already had finished fishing trip planned. All right, no worries, Mark. I get it. So I saw that report yesterday. That was a different one. That the plan for Gear 6 is 2025. But
I saw that Epic had laid off loads of their staff.
900 people. So the crew that did Fall Guys, they are done. They shut them down and laid them all off. So I don't know.
Do Epic do this? Like publish this, Gears?
Yes.
Dang.
So the whole Fall Guys crew or whatever is apparently done. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. I've still got my cough since COVID, and so is my mum.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's just, yeah, my throat's starting to get super scratchy right now, so I'm just loving it. Mick loving it. I'll try to be a happy person, but ooh, I can't
Well,
stand it.
fingers crossed you don't get any Sev 2s while you're on call feeling crap.
Oh, I hear you. Let me get this weekend out, and then Monday we'll figure it out. On the bright side, I won't be able to go into the office sick to spread my disease around.
That is good. We have to be in the bloody office Tuesday and Wednesday next week.
Oh, how come?
Corporate bull. Corporate bull. So we're an American-owned company.
Right.
So the CEO and all the senior leadership are in America. And once in a blue moon, they come to the UK to, peruse around, show their faces and say hi. And they want everyone in the office so the office looks full for them, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just corporate BS.
That's more than what the CEO of that of Walmart do. They don't even leave their offices.
Oh, they don't go visit you guys, or
No.
Count yourself
I
lucky.
think some of those guys have never even set foot in a Walmart.
that's well, yeah, they're probably super duper rich that they don't have to, right?
Yeah. Their
Yeah.
parents, people who were like early on in Walmart, so they just inherited high up positions.
That's
Ugh.
crazy.
Yeah, I just genuinely struggle with that corporate mentality.
Yeah,
I've never been one for it.
that's okay. My whole thing, the only thing I can't do is schmooze with the leaders, like directors and the top dogs.
Yeah, but doesn't it annoy you when you clearly see people doing that, and you know they're doing that just because they're like, "Oh, you're
Yeah.
someone really important. Let me look like I'm interested in talking to you."
It pays off
Yeah.
for them though. I've seen it. And I had an opportunity to do it, and I was just like, "Oh, thank you. I don't know if I can," and I don't do it.
I can hear sighs everywhere.
Oh, I've got this place on lockdown right now.
Yeah, I don't do it either. We had a thing called clicks back when I was on the service desk long before COVID. And you could tell who was going in for promotion by who was going to lunch with the team leaders.
Yeah, exactly.
And they always got it.
Yep.
Schmoozing with the team leaders. It was a running joke between me and another chap who used to work there called Ash. Not Ash who comes here, but a different Ash. He'd be like, James, you know, Marcus is going out for lunch with so-and-so and so-and-so. 3 months and he'll be team leader. And he was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. My whole thing though is I treat everybody exact same. So if I see the janitor, I'm giving him a super high. And if I see the director, I'm giving him the exact same high I gave the janitor. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care your position. I'm gonna treat everybody exactly the same. So nobody can say, "Oh, look at Paul treating."
Pandering.
Yeah. Oh, look at Paul. Look how he's treating the director. Well, watch how he treat the janitor too, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, okay, wait a minute." See, that's just how he treats people.
I've got there's a couple of managers where I work that that's how they became managers.
Just schmoozing.
Schmoozing with the big
Yeah.
dudes. Yeah, you're schmoozing with the big dogs now.
Or at least like their immediate high ups.
Yeah. Like
Paul.
I get it, but I just can't. It's just not in me.
Paul, is Ahsoka worth watching or not?
Dude, people, okay. I have not watched it because I'm waiting for every episode to drop. But this is looking like it's going to be the best series they've ever made for like the TV stuff. Oh, I got a whatchamacallit here, a warden. Oh crap! I'm getting attacked.
I saw clips of Hayden Christensen coming back,
Yes.
which is really the only thing that makes me think I could really like this. If
So
it feels like old Star Wars, that's the thing. If it feels like old Star Wars, I'll love it.
So what they're saying, what I've seen, I think IGN posted something like this. What's being said right now is Ahsoka is so amazing that it's kind of erasing the sequels, but Disney is not decanonizing the sequels. And so like this is just how amazing this Ahsoka series is apparently. It's got the Star Wars Rebels people in it. Oh my gosh, it's got Grand Admiral Thrawn in it. It's my mind is blown.
I saw that.
My mind is blown.
After Ahsoka, though, do you think they should leave kind of that period of time alone now?
Well, the High
They
Republic,
seem
right?
to chuck.
That's where we're headed.
Yeah, exactly. They seem to chuck 90% of what they do in between episodes 3 and 4. That seems to be the gap they like to chuck series in. But there's a whole expanded universe that they could do.
That's the thing is everybody's
The Sith War.
If we could get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and just have Dave Filoni running Star Wars, Star Wars will just go crazy again. He seems to be the only one who knows what he's doing.
See some stuff that takes place like not far in the past, but the events that lead up to episode 1.
Well, that was Star Wars. My favorite Star Wars. What was it? Crap. What's the movie? I'm having a super old man brain
There was
fart.
no episode. No, Rogue One was.
Rogue One.
No, that was between 3 and 4 again.
Oh, he's
talking
saying
about
episode one.
The
I'm
Phantom
sorry.
Menace, Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what can we do with that? I
Wouldn't
don't
it be
know.
cool if they just brought back George Lucas as like an advisor and an executive? Because they got rid of him the minute that they bloody bought it, didn't they?
Yeah. So
And-
I get that. I get doing that though. I really do. Just because.
How?
Well,
Like, you've just bought a multi-billion-dollar empire
right.
that this guy had essentially built.
Yep. It's
And
just you would
they
have to
got
fight
rid of
with
him
him.
instantly.
You would have to fight with him because it's still his baby. It's still his puppy. And they had, Kathleen, I assume, had this in her head, wonderful delusions of grandeur for Star Wars that she could accomplish. And so she probably just went, that's the common theme that you should do when you take over something, is get rid of the original people, so you can have full creative authority and stuff. The problem is she was so stupid that she was quoted saying they really had nothing to work off of. And yet we had 30 years of comic books and novels and everything else.
Well, George had already done all of the scripts for episodes 7, 8,
Yeah.
and 9 and gave them to Disney, saying, "You've bought this, here are my scripts." Disney were like, "Thank you," and then immediately binned them.
Yeah.
I would love to see those scripts, to see what could have been in 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously,
I
they'll
heard,
never release them.
A little bit of the script for one of them was leaked out, that there was going to be a hint that there was a new Skywalker, and it wasn't Rey.
No, it should be the twins. Leia and Han Solo's twins. And then they had 3 kids. That's I don't know if that you consider it canon, but that's the history, is they had 3 kids, the twins,
Yeah,
and then
one of them becomes the next Jedi.
Yeah, but the whole thing saying that there's no more Jedis in the world, to me, is a little crazy. I remember, in the height of my Star Wars fandom as a teenager, I read a book that Luke was being trained. He continued to be trained by another dude on some remote world. Come to find out, the way the story went is the guy was actually the dark side and was slowly turning Luke into the dark side. It was an amazing story. And of course, Luke
Some of
didn't
those
turn.
expanded universe books are incredible.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
I read one called The Nightmare Machine, which was kind of based on, from memory, it was like a theme park that these rebels went to, and it turns out that the manager had like a rancor that he was feeding people to at this theme park or something.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was really interesting. The Nightmare Machine. That was really good. And that was like... Obviously, I wasn't in the 80s, but it was back in the late 80s that the book was written. You know, at the
Yep.
height of the expanded universe stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... Oh, excuse me. There's so much out there that the fact that Disney just like, oh, we don't have a clue. Like, you guys are ridiculous. Even the comic books alone have brilliant stories.
Well, they even messed up their own characters for the main film. Who was the black guy who we all thought was going to be the main...
Finn.
One of the main characters? Didn't he kind of disappear in the final film and you forgot he existed?
No. So, what they kind of did in The Last Jedi or whatever it was, they kind of made Finn and Rose kind of make them an item. And then who was it? J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy is like, oh, well, no, we're not going to do that. And they basically just wiped Rose off the planet of Star Wars, which is funny. But no, Finn was still a top character. But they also...
Okay, I thought it was him they got rid of.
They also
just
wanted to
kind of
do...
wiped out.
They want to Disneyize it by making Poe and Finn a romantic couple, which I'm...
Oh.
But whatever. that was something that was being thrown around as well. But I wanted Finn to be the bad guy. I also wanted Rey to turn into a Sith. That would have been just amazing. But
Well, to quote Lee, The Last Jedi, well, all of them were just jarring. I think the flow of the films was awful.
yeah, the Last Jedi was just. I couldn't I saw Last Jedi in the theater and I loved it, and then I watched it a second time with my brother. And it was one of the dumbest movies, if not the dumbest for sure the dumbest Star Wars movie I ever seen. It made no sense. I was like, this is lame. And having Leia do the force pull while she's dead was really stupid. I just.
Well, even Mark Hamill turned around and said that this character is not right. This ain't Luke.
Yeah, which is wild.
You know.
There's just so much they can do. I just don't know why they're not doing it. I have thousands of stories I want to know, but we all want to see insane Jedi Sith battles. We want to see that. I want to excuse me. I want to see like full hardcore bounty hunter stuff going on.
Yeah, I remember seeing episode 1 in the cinema when I was like 10 years old, and that end fight between Qui-Gon Maul and Obi-Wan was seeing that for the very first time. I mean, you see Obi-Wan like getting super seething angry mad behind that red grill.
Yeah.
And then it falls away and he just charges at Maul. Oh.
It's powerful, man.
As a 9-year-old kid, that was unbelievable.
I was a little older than that. The hype though, the hype for that, James, was crazy. Even here.
I remember it.
Even in my small city of 70,000, whatever, that was the hype for Phantom Menace was ridiculous. We did have a lineup. We did have people dress up for the movies and everything. And I was part of the cult, so I never got to see it in the theater when it first came out. But I did get to see it since, because George brought it out on 3D and stuff. So
well,
I got to see it
American businesses lost a lot of money on that day because apparently so many people took sick days to go and see it in all of America.
Oh, it's so friggin' good. Like, yeah, I like it. I really like it. Attack of the Clones is no longer the worst one out of all of them, even though it gave me Camino.
The prequels, I've always liked episode 3. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Episode 1 was really good, but it had its annoying moments.
Yes.
And episode 2 was mainly annoying moments with some really good bits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I'll give you
the
that.
majority of episode 2 wasn't great. But when the clones came in, the fight with Count Dooku, him on Camino fighting Jango Fett, that was awesome.
Did you say Jango Fat?
Jango Fett.
Oh, I thought you said fat. I was like, what are you referring to me as Jango Fat here?
Would you agree that the prequels kind of age like fine wine?
Yeah, I've never had fine wine, but
it's just a saying that.
No, I know. Did you guys see there's a straight jacket?
Episode 2, you probably thought it was awful.
No. I didn't think it was awful. I was a sympathizer for episode 2. Everybody was the main complaint was the whole love story thing, but I was a sympathizer in the sense of saying the love story had to be told, and it
was told very awkwardly.
Yeah, hey,
it was told very badly.
Kirby's like, wine is so good. It seems right now every little screw from Death Star has its own show, so there's a bit too much of that. Hey, Wojciech, I don't know, dude. Andor's amazing.
I think Spielberg caused a bit of problem, though. Because I think it was episode 2 where George Lucas went to Spielberg for advice. And Spielberg said, no, this is your baby. You have to look after this.
Okay. What was he referring to, though?
Just... I don't know if it was the love story, because I don't want to remember that wrong. I just remember a thing from George Lucas saying, Spielberg said that this is my baby, it has to have my flair.
Right. All right.
Have you ever seen those like web documentaries that used to? Well, we got them as Do you remember back when you'd get rewards out of cereal boxes?
Yes.
I mean, that's still a thing.
They're not over here. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But when episode
Not
2
common.
came out, in packs of Cocoa Pops, you'd get a CD. Like every
okay.
lucky one would get a CD, and it would be a Star Wars like webisode, interviews with the cast, interviews with George Lucas, you know, some mini games and things, and they were really cool.
Watchik
But
just
I
said.
got one.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I was just gonna say. Watchik said I liked episode 2. Cool effects. I was like 14. All clicked. All right.
To be fair, episode 2 has one of the coolest sound effects when they did the depth charge from Slave 1.
Oh my gosh! Isn't that super awesome?
That is so awesome. Didn't they rename that ship? Didn't Disney rename it because they didn't like the name Slave?
Well, that was the talk. I'm not sure if they renamed
Crap.
it to Slave 1. You
We've
know what?
not got Pete with his thing. Spuddy, can you take care of those? Let me buy a Scorcher.
Yeah,
Got two
I'm
matriarchs.
just waiting for them to.
Yeah, they're lazy.
Kind of close.
I've got a Scorcher right now, so once they instantly get close together for some odd reason. Okay, one's dead. Or no. Oh, here's the other one. Oh, she's toast. Excellent.
I don't know why.
GGs.
Companies just nice. Companies seem to be struggling with doing sequels. Look at the final Friday the 13th. How much did you like that, Paul?
The last one, well, they changed everything. They changed a lot of it. I wasn't a big fan except for the sex scene. That was my favorite part of the movie. 100%. That was my favorite part of the movie.
End, like... And what about the latest Jurassic World movie?
No,
What do you
those
think of
are
that?
terrible. Those are terrible.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another one. You guys got another Madman's in you?
Yeah, sure.
I got another one.
So let me check while we're coming up with that. Let me check Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and see if they call it Slave 1 still. So I play a mobile game called Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I've played it since day one. It's been around for 6 years now. I play this every single day, several times a day.
Let's do Reclaim. That's nice.
I'm insanely invested in this game. I love it and I hate it all at the same time because it's a pay to win, but I stopped paying money for it. Let's see. I have, what is this? No, it's called Slave 1 still, so Disney would definitely have made a change in this. Yeah, they didn't rename it.
That's odd.
Yeah. And so the other thing was Slave Leia. That was another big thing apparently they wanted to get rid of. But that's that's the most magically delicious part of the Star Wars world universe is Slave Leia. I like this.
If Disney gets rid of that, they would anger so many Star Wars fans.
Oh my gosh, yeah. A lot of us...
There's no underwear in space.
Yeah, a lot of people in my age had a lot of their first boy-girl things with Slave Leia, I'm just saying.
Corn, where do you want to set up, Spuddy? You pick a good spot.
Well, we usually set it inside here.
Well, we've got inside, we've got at the top there, we've got in the corners. We've kind of been everywhere on this.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much either the barn, either the shacks, or up top works.
I would, if I could make a suggestion, I would say we should take one corner and build it out, or even back here. What the heck is this?
Let me put it down and see where the tap is.
Oh yeah, that's the back entrance to, I think that's the grain mill.
All
Tap's top mid though.
Yeah, we can. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we could do top if you want. I'm just trying to think of a way.
Well, no, I'm pulling over here, guys. If you want to go over here.
Yeah, we can
Over
either
here.
do winery, barn. I forget what the other shack is, or up top.
All right, well, you know what?
I think
Let's
this one's winery.
do this area then, and then.
I don't know if that's the best spot for that, Spuddy. So let me
That's
know.
fine. That's usually where I drop it.
right,
Oh,
let's
look at the fields in the distance, and you can see tractors and houses,
And the windmills.
mountains. Yeah, this is
It's
quite
a
a
very
pretty
pretty
map.
map.
It is.
I leave this here.
And there's some awesome games coming out soon.
Weapons locker right
So
here.
they've remastered Lara Croft 1, 2, and 3, being
Yep.
released in February, which looks
Oh
interesting.
crap! To this left, I didn't even notice these guys here. What the
Oh
heck?
yeah, there's a little entrance over here.
Shoot, sorry, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice. No, that was an
That's
option.
cool.
All right, I can get set
Oh,
up here, too.
City
A
Skylines is
lot of
coming
people
out.
forget about this area up here.
Yep. Yeah, City Skylines. This should be cool.
Alan Wake's coming out, and Alone in the Dark.
Yep.
I don't know if they're your thing, but they do look really interesting.
Yeah, they're just scary as all get out. Menace was the first Star Wars movie I've seen. I knew bits of originals from German TV channels, so I didn't understand anything. I even thought Vader equals Maul. Oh, you thought Vader was Maul? So Menace was mind-blowing for me. All right, excellent.
Did you in Canada? Because we got so many of them over here. When episode 1 came out, do you remember the little brown figures where you'd pull kind of their top off and there'd be a little piece of paper inside that'd have like stats of that character?
I don't know. I don't
No.
think so, man.
It was
Yeah.
such a phenomenon. I remember my auntie, bless her, she's I haven't seen her in years now, but she took me to the cinema to see episode 1. I remember being blown away by that, and then we went to KFC afterwards, and they had episode 1 toys with their meals,
All right.
and I got a little Gungan squirter thing. It was a water gun shaped like the Unabongo. But the fact that you remember stuff like that as a little kid shows how ingrained and awesome it was.
Yeah, exactly. It's, yeah. I don't know. That's why the Star Wars Jedi Survivor is my game of the year still. It just really fired up that love of Star Wars again. And I always have loved it, but like just the passion that I've had for it all my life, it's just, this is great.
Well, we've got that open world Star Wars game that comes out soon.
from
If that
Ubisoft.
delivers, that'll be amazing.
Yeah, I hope so. I just hope they, like, there's something special about Jedi Survivor. The first one that came out was good, but there was
Love-hate
issues.
relationship.
Yeah, this one here took everything. It was just like, all right, we're going to make this amazing. And they definitely did.
I think in the first game they didn't scale the combat. I shouldn't be needing 20, 30 hits from a lightsaber to kill a stormtrooper.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sorry, I don't care
foolish.
what part of the game you're in, you know?
No, I 100% agree. That frustrated the crap out of me. But yeah, this one I loved exploring, and I loved doing pretty much everything I
same.
possibly could.
I still had some issues with the map, but it was better than the first game.
Yeah.
In the first game, I never knew where I was. I remember in the first game, you had to get to the top of some massive life tree on Kashyyyk.
Okay. Yes,
Do you remember
did.
that? And
Yes,
at the top, you fight the sister.
yeah, exactly. I do.
And it took me so long to figure out where I was going and what I was doing. When I finally got to the top of that tree, I was just so happy I was done with it.
Yeah. I even tried to go back before the new one was released, Jedi Survivor. I went back and played it, and at first I was like, okay, yeah, this is good, and then I kind of got bored, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna finish this. Thank you. So I didn't finish my second playthrough. But this one here, this was like tied into the High Republic. I went and bought comic or graphic novels and everything. It's just like, all right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
What was that robot Z? You rescue her and
Yes, yeah, which was awesome. Excellent excellent droid. I don't remember
excellent
the name.
story as a whole.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my, yes, James. Now it's all flooding back to me. The twist at the end, everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Get lost, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. You're amazing, and I love you. It's so
when
good.
Bode betrayed you and you had to go after
Yeah.
him, and he killed the guy with the beard. I forget his name.
Yeah, me too.
And then the reveal of
Yep.
Bode being a Force user, you were like, "What?"
I know. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
It was done.
I
And
can't-
then Darth Vader and Seer.
Wonderful.
You weren't expecting that to happen. Oh, it was. Everything was amazing.
I agree.
Everything.
100% agree. It was so good. Spuddy, did you play that game?
I did not play it.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
It sounds like an interesting game, though.
Oh, it's crazy.
really good. It feels like old Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, Paul will know this, but in the early 2000s, there was a storyline of amazing Star Wars games, starting with Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy,
Force Unleashed.
and Force Unleashed. They were amazing, and then it kind of trailed off.
Yeah, Kyle Katarn.
It kind of went into the world of multiplayer and co-op, and there were a few weird Kinect Star Wars games with dancing emperors and.
Yes.
I'm Han Solo, you know, no. So, and obviously Paul knows I didn't like Battlefront, the newer one.
Right.
But this felt like a return to the golden days of Star Wars. You know, every franchise has good games and bad games.
Sure, yeah. But
Oh,
this game's a 10 though, man. The planets alone were outstanding. And all the exploration of the planets were awesome. And I found myself just like walking around trying to find whatever too. Trying to get all these extra things to level up Jedi powers and stuff.
yeah, the secrets. And I hadn't done that since Force Unleashed, where I went to find the holocrons. You know, the holocrons that are
Yep.
hidden in every level.
No, every November I get the itch to play some Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO game, and that's happened to me the last 2 years. I don't know if I'll get it this year. We'll
Whoa,
see.
Warden.
Oh crap! Coming.
Well, you were playing that with Lee, weren't you?
He did join the second time around. Yeah, so it was Crystal and I the first time, and then Lee had joined the second time.
Okay.
But it's a BioWare
trying to
game, so it's instantly good.
I'm trying to think of some of the really bad Star Wars games I've played over the years.
Is there such
If
a
you want to
thing?
talk about the bad Star Wars games, you gotta go back to the old 80s Star Wars games.
Like the ones for the NES and SNES?
Yeah.
No, before NES and SNES.
Oh, like Atari days.
Yeah.
But that's what we had though, back in
Yeah.
the day. If you compare them
I mean,
now,
like,
shapes.
just the whole premise of the game was bad.
yeah.
I loved Republic Commando.
Yeah, that was.
And you even played it, and you didn't like it.
No, I
Obviously
proved how
you're-
bad it was.
Yeah, screw you. But if you'd have played it back in 2005,
It was great. I
it
did.
would have been different.
It was great back then. But we've advanced so far in video games that did not hold up, unfortunately.
I think it depends. When you're playing games like that, the nostalgia keeps you entertained more than the game.
Yeah, but even Watchek got wrecked during that stream as well, and he sent me hate mail as well. I thought that was funny.
Well, even Isaiah, when you started slagging off Battlefront 2005, he was like, "Whoa, hold on, I remember that game, and that was awesome."
Oh, and it was awesome. We had many hours in that together. It was awesome. It's just comparable to the newest one. It's just not there, unfortunately. Boom.
Well, slight difference in time and technology. It's what you had.
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay.
Did you ever play the what was it called? The pod racing game from episode 1?
Yeah, I have it on Xbox.
Are you talking about the one from Nintendo 64 or?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
I think it was just called episode 1 pod racer or racer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I
It's
never played
been a while
Rogue
since I
Squadron.
played it.
Well, did you ever play Rogue Squadron? Apparently that was meant to be amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember it being amazing. I remember I liked it, but I didn't play it too much. It was one of those things where I had to borrow from my buddy or rent it from Blockbuster or something.
I saw it in the store when it was like new, but I never bought it.
Nah. The only thing I really played on my Nintendo 64 was Super Mario 64.
That's the only game?
I had GoldenEye, but I never completed it, and I had Perfect Dark, and I couldn't figure out what to do in that.
Oh.
And we didn't have internet, and I couldn't afford magazines, so back then, if you didn't know what to do, you were stuck.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
One game I regret not getting back then was the Banjo-Kazooie franchise.
Ah, okay.
Are they the games that are worth hundreds and hundreds now?
I'm not sure. I
I
don't
don't know
know.
how much they're worth.
People love them, though.
I know there's some PlayStation 1 games that go for hundreds.
There's a game called Suikoden. Suikoden. My half-brother gave me his hand-me-down PlayStation 1 games.
Okay.
And then about a year later, he asked for that game back, and I didn't know why. And I checked the price on eBay, and it's worth about £200, which is about $350.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's why he wanted it back. Because he
That
realised it was
sucks.
worth a lot of money.
Nice. So, check this out. I'm thinking of selling something in my collection. But when Breath of the Wild came out in 2018, they brought out the Banjo-Kazooie games are wonderful. They are curvy. I bought the bow and arrow replica. It comes in a massive box, and it's selling for right now for over $700. You can't get it anymore unless you try to 3D print it yourself and all that stuff. I've never opened a thing. It's been under my bed for all those years, and I'm thinking of selling it.
Well, you're gonna have another Zelda statue coming when that orphan gets to you.
It's going to be here soon. That Zelda statue and the Mario Kart one. Yeah. I am so excited.
So, yeah, sell that one because you're still gonna have a good Zelda statue come to you anyway.
I have a bunch of Zelda statues behind me. But yeah, if you Google the Breath of the Wild replica bow and arrow, whatever, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But I've never taken it out of the box. Never been opened. It's just got a bunch of dust sitting on top of it because it's sitting under our bed.
Yes.
So
So,
you just
well,
got
what
a
could you do with
literal
that?
gold mine under your
$700, or
Yeah.
$600.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was just thinking selling it, get something nice for stuff for Christmas.
She's got you.
Oh, that's true. I'm the gift that keeps on giving, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
Well,
lucky
you
woman.
could always save it and take, out for, not just take her out, but like go somewhere for a weekend or something, just you and her.
That's hard to do because we don't like doing that without the boys, going anywhere without the boys. We're insanely family oriented like that. It's just like we could take a trip, but wouldn't it be greater if we had the boys with us and they could experience what we're going to experience too? That's kind of our mindset. It's really dumb, but we've always been like that.
Well, what about a romantic weekend where you're not going anywhere for views and family fun, but just something for you and Steph?
But
Is
the
that not
boys
something
could
that
be
would
with
interest
us. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind doing it, but it would only be like an overnight thing. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 'Cause you didn't really get to do anything on your anniversary like you
Nope.
were wanting to.
I don't even know what the heck we did.
And after
Oh yeah, that was our 25th.
your anniversary or Thanksgiving where you got screwed up in a restaurant and ended up at bloody McDonald's?
Oh, all right. If you're referring to the Jungle Jim's fiasco, oh, that was our favorite restaurant of all time. My favorite restaurant. Then they got new owners and they moved it over to the west side. And I drove December 28th in a snowstorm to go to my favorite restaurant. And it was the worst experience ever. And I was like, this place is trash. It's garbage. I am never going back there. And I haven't. That's kind of how Steph and I complain. We just don't ever go back to a restaurant if it sucks.
I am the same. I get embarrassed when I don't go out with my mates much anymore, but
Right.
we used to always meet up every couple of weeks and go out to eat. And one of my mates, a chap called Chris, if he doesn't like the food, he'll call the waitress over, complain, and I'm just sitting there really embarrassed.
Yeah. I don't
I
like
hate things like that.
Yeah, not a
And
fan.
I'm like, if I don't like it, I just won't go back.
Lee!
I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all. Lee, how's it going, dude? How's your vacation? Are you still on it? Yeah, we've never. So that night though, we didn't complain. When I find the story on Facebook, I'll send it to you. Steph's food was burnt, and it's so expensive anyways. Maybe I could find it right now. I was so angry because I drove across town in a snowstorm. I just look at the reviews before I go purchase anything. IGN reviews. Yeah, sure you do IGN reviews. Oh my gosh. All right, Stephanie is a rotten woman. I'm just saying, James. If you go on Facebook,
What's she done?
I'm starting to get sick. So the little turd took pictures on Snapchat of me and posted them because I was sleeping on the couch. She's such a jerk.
She's done that before.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
She's such a jerk.
Snapchat fun.
Yeah. Yeah, rotten woman. I can't believe I've been with her
Mouth
27
open,
years.
nose up.
27 years.
You're having a little cat nap there, Paul.
Here, I'm gonna send you a picture of Steph's Jungle Jim chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, she's rotten. Don't even like her anymore. That's what they gave her for a chicken sandwich at Jungle Jim's. So I went to McDonald's.
That's some char grilled chicken, that is.
Yeah, so I went to McDonald's after. And I got myself a double cheeseburger. So you spend like $60-$70 at Jungle Jim's only to go to McDonald's so you can actually have a decent meal. And we've never been back.
If the food was so bad that I couldn't eat it, I would send it back to the kitchen.
Yeah, so Steph did that. She's just like, hey, this is a little burnt, and we were super nice and polite about it because we're just not rude people. And it wasn't the server's fault, right? It was just the lazy bum that was in the kitchen just doing whatever. But even the portion sizes too, their motto used to be "eat your face off," and it's not even a tiny or even half of what the portion size you used to get. So prices go up, portion size goes down, and it's just frustrating.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. What? How'd they destroy this?
The stupid flock shredded it.
I hope everything's doing fantastic. We certainly are. IGN Review says, hello, Lee. I hope your vacation is well.
Yeah,
Sorry
whenever
that
the flock does their like little bum rush attack, it does ridiculous damage to fortifications.
Okay. If you guys have extra stuff, if you could put it in the thing.
Yeah, let me chuck it in the chest. Got $4,000.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. I got that repaired.
Yeah, I got a little bit I can drop as well.
I appreciate it.
When Minnie was over here in the UK, I kind of took her to every fancy restaurant I could find. And some were amazing, and others were amazing, but you'd look at the plate and go, "Oh, is that food? Oh, there it is." You know, because just portions were tiny.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't stand that. I'm gonna.
For
What's
I'm
that?
the same, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, for dessert at one place, Minnie had some truffles. Have you ever had truffles?
I have
Like
not.
proper
No.
truffles.
Like
And they were
chocolate
like
truffles or like the actual mushroom truffles?
Mushroom. I assume mushroom
the,
one.
well, it was a dessert, so, but they were really no bigger than Maltesers, and they were about,
What?
I think they were like £6, which is like $8-9 or something.
Oh my gosh. Because I
But
know
the food from that restaurant was amazing.
yeah, they're super expensive. Or sorry, yeah, the truffles are super expensive and stuff, but I didn't know they'd be Whopper size or Malteser size or whatever.
I'd never seen them before.
I just know about them because like I watch cooking shows and crap and Chef Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen and all that.
Well, I kind of made bless her. I made her ill. I should say bless her. I
Bless her
made
heart.
her ill a couple of times.
Who? You made Mooney ill?
Yeah, because we just ate so much. We got back to the hotel room and we were so bloated.
Yeah,
we
no.
just had so much food.
No boot knocking for you guys when you're that full.
Oh no!
That
so
sounds
Minnie
like
had
how
to-
the cruise ship was.
Oh, was
Oh,
it
really?
nice on the cruise ship?
Oh, all you can eat, right? It's been awesome,
Yeah,
Lee.
they
How
have
about
an
you?
all you can eat, plus they have a sit-down restaurant, and it's all included in the
Yep.
price of the cruise.
I haven't got any pictures, Lee. Just saying. Yeah. So can you eat anytime you want?
Cheers.
Yeah, they have an all-you-can-eat restaurant that's open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
But they also had a all-you-can-eat pizza place that was included.
Okay.
The only one that had like set times.
I gotta pee.
was
Keep
the
talking.
Main dining room.
Did your cabin have a balcony area?
Yeah, our cabin had a balcony.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those Royal Caribbean ships are. Their designs are something else.
Yeah, the one we were on was Liberty of the Seas. If you want to see what the ship design
Yes,
looks like.
I looked at that the other day because they've got a new one coming out.
Yeah,
They-
I think
they
that
make the
one's the
biggest ships in the
Icon of the
world.
Seas is the new big one.
Yeah, their flagship was Sovereign of the Seas, wasn't it? But that was a few years ago.
Icon of the
so it's
Seas gonna
probably
be the new
changed now.
flagship.
Well, yeah, it'll be the biggest. Excuse me. I just what was the seasickness like? Because I know I would get motion and seasickness. Did you
When
notice
we
the
went up,
waves?
the
Was
water
there
was
rocking?
like glass.
Really? So
Like there was almost no movement going up. We had some movement coming back because they had to pick up the pace to get back to shore.
what's the max speed of the ships?
Max speed is 21.5 knots. Or no, sorry,
Okay.
not 21, 24.5.
Well, that's not too bad. That's quite fast.
Especially for a ship that big to be moving that fast.
Yeah. I wonder if they still go for the blue ribbon. It's something that ships used to do back in the day. Whoever got the fastest crossing for the Atlantic got something called the blue ribbon. I don't think they do that anymore. Oh, it's
I
Barry's
know they
down on
still
the
have
left.
some transatlantic cruises. But most of them port out of Europe.
Yeah. Oh, we got Brighton barriers on the left-hand side.
What? Left-hand side. All right, I'm coming.
Left-hand
we are.
side? Or do you mean right-hand side?
No, left.
Left-hand side where the barrels are.
We go it.
Oh, never mind. I'm looking at it from the opposite direction.
That's
why.
all right.
Oh.
We got it.
Don't mind me.
Oh, would you ever go whale watching again?
Yeah, I just love being out on the sea, man. Seaman.
Really?
I love being on the sea. I really do. Yeah, with all honesty, I didn't care to see waves or wolves. Oh my gosh, I couldn't care less to see whales. I did whale watching once. It was wonderful. The second time, it was just awesome to be on the water. That's it. The smell of the sea, everything. It was just, oh my gosh, it was wonderful. And we were on kind of like a tall ship, sort of sail ship. Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely do it again.
Well, you're a maritimer. You
Yeah.
know, if you were born where you were 100 years ago, you'd be working in the ships.
100%. Yeah, I'd be a fisherman, or working in the lumber yards and stuff. Because forestry's huge.
Rolling them down.
That's right.
You know,
that's so good.
The amount of I'm a bit of a naval historian. I like sea history and that. So many documentaries I watch talk about St. John's or Newfoundland.
Yeah.
You know, so many ships are built there. So much timber. And I didn't know you've actually got a lot of abandoned villages in your kind of shoreline. You know, where the sea comes in and then it goes down the river. There are urban explorers that explore all the old things that used to be there, because ships used to always be made of wood and there'd be lumber mills everywhere.
Yeah. Paul's mumbling over his
And
words.
all that's left of some of these places are cemeteries, like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Like, my city, St. John, is the oldest city in all of Canada. And so we have the place called King Square, which is and the city market, which is insanely old. We're talking 1800s, but I think we have some, like a graveyard that's uptown that's from the 1700s as well.
Wow.
Oh yeah, our history is rich. It's incredible.
The history's insane. The one I was watching the other day was exploring the town of Shuli.
Okay, surely.
Which no longer exists.
All
But
right.
the cemetery's still there. Bits of the lumber mill's foundations are still there. And I think that's in Newfoundland?
Yeah, probably.
Or it was in Newfoundland?
That's the only maritime province I haven't been to. Newfoundland.
Oh. Newfoundland?
You can call it Newfoundland if you want. We know you're an
Well,
ignorant
Nova
foreigner,
Scotia.
but it's...
I thought you said you've been to Halifax before.
I have. Halifax is great, but yeah, Newfoundland is the only one I haven't been to. For
Nova
maritime.
Scotia's another
Oh,
one
that you
that's
have
mentioned a
I
lot.
thought you said have.
No, so I've been to Prince Edward Island, my favorite place on earth. New Brunswick, I live, of course. Nova Scotia is pretty awesome, but it's almost similar to New Brunswick. It's just a lot of forestry as well. And then, but Newfoundland is just a giant rock, and they're all different and backwards, and we kind of make fun of them. But good people, though, definitely good people. Very we'll say into mariner stuff, into seas, and all of that stuff. You can actually see icebergs rolling by in the water in Newfoundland.
Cool.
Oh, it's crazy.
I was watching a thing about the Halifax explosion in I think like 1915 or 17.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Of course. So I'll send you a thing called history.ca, or sorry, yeah, is it? It's histori.ca, and there's a bunch of 1-minute videos that we grew up with as kids that was on TV. And basically it's all different history and stuff about Canada, and they just say it's part of our history.
That's a good way of
it's
giving
incredible.
you like nuggets of info.
So there's one where Dr. Penfield he's one of the first dudes to help cure some epilepsy stuff. And so he had this one girl, the story is, and this is straight from the video, is the girl had tons of epileptic seizures, but whenever she started to have one, right before she went into a full fit, is she smelt burnt toast. And so he's doing tests on her brain. He has her cranium open, and he's touching different spots, and he's like, "Do you feel something?" And she's like, "No." Or, "Is anything here?" And then all of a sudden he touches a spot, and she's like, "Dr. Penfield, I smell burnt toast." And it just goes in to the music and blah 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 blah, part of our history. They were amazing, but some of them are so cheesy because a lot of them are the 80s.
Oh, okay.
But I'll send you the link now. I think most of them are on YouTube right now under their website, but it's amazing. Hold on, let's go here.
A lot of history.
Oh yeah, you'll be surprised. They do the basketball one with James Naismith. Mark, I'm not sure. It all depends on how sick I get overnight.
I threw that one into the wall because I knew he was going to ground pound.
Historica Canada. That's it. If you guys want to see some funny videos but awesome stuff about Canada, this is the link right there. Historica.
Jam.
Yeah.
Historica. Okay.
I'm going to send it to you as well. This is their YouTube page. But there are some beauties that you need to watch. And they're so awesome. But there's, yeah, Heritage Minutes, man. They talk about D-Day. They talk about how Canada was part of the Underground Railroad. What is this dude doing to me? Oh, he just can't get by.
How are you feeling at the minute, Paul?
Kind of poopy, but we're working it. Tomorrow I will be extra angry and very upset. Just throwing that out there.
What is it like when you get into bed? Like, is that when you notice the sore throat more?
No.
When you're trying to sleep?
The Santa. Hey, Kodak walking. Good to see you, dude. What do you want for Christmas? The my whole thing is nasal congestion. So Steph's already gone out and got me some Dristan. Yeah, that's the big thing.
That girl's good to you.
Oh, she's wonderful. Yeah, except for posting pictures of me.
When you're most vulnerable.
Yep. I want to be the best Gears player. Oh, you can't, Kodak. I'm already that dude. So you can be the second best.
It's already been taken.
Yeah, it's already been taken. So you could be like the third best, fourth, because Spuddy, then James, but myself, of course, number one. I gotta. Hey, what do we got here? We've got Kodak walking as followed. Thank you so much for the follow, Kodak walking. I do appreciate it. What do we got? We got 4 more. I'd invite you in, but we got 4 more rounds of Madman Monsters, and then we're done for the day.
And we're dunzos.
We're dunzos. See, James, just you hanging out here, you're starting to get sick.
It's this cough. I haven't been able to shake it since we recovered from COVID.
Yeah.
And apparently it can take months.
Yeah, that's
from
that's
how
stupid. I'm trying to find some. So they have a lot of videos on here that Historica Canada, and none of them are really relevant to what I'm talking about. I want to find those Heritage Minute ones. Those are the ones that are ideal. Let me check their playlist. Playlist. You got Wreck Beta? Oh,
Yeah,
Heritage
showing how
Minutes. Yes, okay, I got them. Hold on.
When I arrived in
You got it.
Okay, this is what you guys want to watch for Canada. This is a playlist of Heritage Minutes. A lot of this, most of this, is what I grew up with as a kid. Let's see here. Let's see. Vancouver. So the Nova Scotia explosion is part of that as well. And
That was a really interesting video.
oh, wait until you see the Heritage Minute on how well they do with that one. Osborne.
is it good or corny?
No, it's good. It's really good.
Okay.
Expo 67.
How can just something blow up on a ship that's in the ocean, but the explosion be so powerful it takes out the entire town as well?
Watch the Terry Fox one. That dude is a Canadian legend. Oh, they actually talk about Winnie the Pooh. That's Canadian as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And it's 1 minute of just history. Oh, the Halifax explosion. Here it is. Oh, for freak's sakes. Here's the Halifax explosion. I'm throwing it in the chat. Let me get this here to use.
Because Titanic's precursor ship, the SS Atlantic, that the White Star Line sent out, sank just off the coast of Nova Scotia, and its wreck's still there today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's the SS Atlantic Museum. There's a rock there called Old Faithful Rock, and she went over it and it cut out all her underbelly.
Oh, all right.
She sank there in like 1870. So
That's cool.
a lot of things associated with Canada.
Oh, the Maritimes especially, man. Yes, sir.
I also heard that your Speaker of the House resigned for applauding that Nazi.
Oh my gosh, James. I could go on a tangent, which I probably will here. This is... Okay. So our parliament's the exact same as yours, right? Of course. It's just the way it's ran, the British and Canadian parliament stuff, politics. It's all the same. So the Liberals, which is Justin Trudeau, they had that Nazi dude, which we talked about the other day. Mm-hmm. So what the Liberals did is, since the Speaker of the House Speaker is appointed by the party that's in power, the Liberals, Justin Trudeau made this guy take the entire fall, every single bit of it, and said, we had nothing to do with this. This was all him. He chose to, he should have vetted this guy. He should have did the background. And 100% this guy took the entire blame and stepped down and said it was all his fault, which is absolute malarkey. Because I wanted to say malarkey. It's bullcrap. It is bullcrap, and I can't believe they allowed him to do that.
There's no way he's going to win the next election.
No, he's done. And so the way it's looking is Pierre Poilievre, who's the leader of the Conservatives, he looks like he's going to be winning. And so now the NDP, who was kind of in beds with the Liberal Party, in the sense, have switched their attack ads against the Conservatives now. And it's just a whole fiasco of stupidity, and it's just like, and we only vote in Conservative or Liberal. That's the way Canada is. It always has been, always will be. It'll never be the Green Party. It'll never be a Green Party being Elizabeth May. Yeah, Green Party who's Elizabeth May.
Same in the U.S. as well.
Yeah, Republicans and Democrats.
You've got the Liberals now.
Yeah.
And so for us, it's Liberals and Conservatives. It's always has been. It's never. I don't think it's ever been anyone else. And it's foolish.
Sometimes we'll get in a different party for like a single representative, since we vote representatives individually and not by party.
Yeah, same here. So we have the same thing, Spuddy, where the Green Party, who's Elizabeth May, she's a leader, she gets in every year. And there's a couple others that get in. Like NDP, they earn votes as well, or seats in the House of Commons. But it's by majority, right? So the majority of the area, the leader of the majority gets the House. Or even if it's a minority, but they still have the most votes, they still get to lead. And so Ontario gets the biggest vote. They basically determine pretty much everything. And they're more of a liberal province. So that's why the Liberals have been winning a lot. But it's because Ontario has the highest population, and they're the east part of Canada, where the western part of Canada is basically conservative. It's so messed up. It's mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. But that's just the way it is.
That's what scares me if our Labour Party get in. I don't like the party we've got now, but I know how bad things will get if they get in. So the Labour Party are our Liberal Party.
Okay.
And seeing how all of the Liberal parties in Canada and America have gone, I know we'll get all these weird and wacky taxes for the environment if they get in.
So, yeah, the environment stuff has to take place. It really does. It's legit what's happening. But the whole for us, the carbon tax is the most ridiculous foot stomping on the middle class throat I've ever seen in my life. And it's disgusting. But things do have to change, though, or else this world is going to be destroyed.
Yeah, but what the hell can we do? Unless you get South America and China on board.
True.
We're like a drop in the ocean.
Yeah, no, I agree. Fully agree.
With China pumping out, they have big screens in their cities.
Yeah.
That have sunshine on them because there's so much smog. Have you seen that in
I have
Shanghai?
Not,
no. I've seen about that.
That's funny.
Because it sounds so absurd that I'm making it up, but I'm not. And me using a paper straw instead of a plastic straw has definitely made all the difference in the world.
I hate paper straws. Let me just say, I can't stand it. I know. I don't even choose them anymore.
We've actually got some that we wash up and reuse, some old plastic straws that we've kept.
Mirror Dragon! Mirror Dragon, thank you for the raid of a party of 3. Thank you very much, Mirror Dragon. Yeah. Let me just get your channel in here. Mirror Dragon, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Mirror Dragon. Coffee raid. Uh-oh. You need to get your coffee. Mirror Dragon, I really appreciate it.
Coffee.
Thank you. I almost called you man. I almost assumed your
Paul
gender.
likes his coffee.
Yeah. Mirror Dragon, here we go. Here we go. Let's throw it in there. Everybody, feel free to follow. Pop. Kodak walking. Good to see you, Kodak. Good to see you back, I should say. Good to see you back. Yeah. He, him pronouns. All right, dude. No worries. No worries. I appreciate that. Mirror Dragon, I'm an old person, so if I assume someone's gender, it's just because that's the way it's been my entire life. So I don't mean any harm by it or anything like that. And I refer to like if there's a group filled with boys and girls, I'll refer to everybody as guys. Hey guys. I think most people do that anyways.
Dude.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like when I'm running the daily operations calls, there's like 60, 70 people. There's directors, the chief information officers on there. She's a female, and I'm like, all right, guys, everybody have an awesome day. And I'm like, crap, I gotta stop saying that. I call everyone dude, so it's all good. Yeah, Mirror Dragon, that's awesome, man. No worries. Good. What were you playing?
Oh, that got stuck.
Let's see here. Were you? That's 10 months ago. That's the way I like it. Were you playing Gears? We're playing some Borderlands 3. Nice. I was rocking some Borderlands 3 for a little while there.
I couldn't get on with that.
Was
game.
our last
I tried. I really did try.
It's fun. If you can get a good group of guys together or gals or whoever, it's really fun playing together.
What was that zombie game we played with Crystal where you noticed that I was just doing a U?
That's terrible. 100% better with friends. I agree. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive. State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2.
That's it. Oh,
I liked it.
I just found that really boring.
I loved it. I was even playing that like by myself. I was thoroughly enjoying State of Decay.
I found it so boring.
Yeah. No, I get it. Mirror Dragon, I gotta say thank you for the raid, man. And we're done. Wow, look at that. We are done.
We got DLC for Dead Island coming out soon.
Yay! Mirror Dragon, I just gave you a follow, dude. Gave you a follow. Boom.
Damn, got 2 sessions in.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's 6:05 too. So tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure if I'll be streaming because I'm illin. It's just setting in, so we'll see. Like I said, I'll probably be super angry tomorrow.
Get some of that Superman energy going and shake off that virus.
Yeah. So if I do, I'll be doing Warzone with Ultimate Hater. That's what I'll stream. We'll stream Warzone with Ultimate Hater. Boom. Your host has changed. Mirror Dragon, thank you, dude. My oldest boy is sick first. He got it Tuesday and Wednesday, and I thought I was avoiding it, but I didn't. All right, Spuddy and James, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. You guys have an awesome source-filled evening.
Heck yeah, you guys too. Take care.
Take care, guys.
All right, see you. All right. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I'm even going to the wrong flipping video. How about that? I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm starting to get sick. It started around 11:30, which is 7 hours ago. And I was like, I'm not. I think I'm getting Isaiah. Isaiah's my oldest boy. Said, I think I'm starting to get Isaiah's sickness. And I am feeling it. So, and I usually don't sound this sweet and sultry. Oh, darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. So yeah, here we are. We are rocking it. Let me just say, Kodak Walken, thank you for the follow. And Mirror Dragon, thank you. And I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I assume it's Mirror Dragon. I can play in the morning if you do. Oh, now Kirby, why you tempted me like that? All right, Kirby, if, yeah, I'll feel it out. Now, just as a heads up, I am on call. I'm on call for the next 7 days. So if I do stream and I get a call, I got to cut the stream instantly, and we're out. Yeah, you've got it right. All right, perfect. So Curvy, yeah, look to the hills for my coming, and we'll see. Thanks again for the stream and games, Spuddy. It's Gears Friday, dude, and you are a main member of Gears Friday. I really appreciate it, man. So thank you so much. Thank you. Anybody? Excuse me. Anybody playing that Party Animals game? That looks hilarious. There's somebody right now on Twitch. She's got almost 2,000 viewers playing this game. It's funny. You like my Lord of the Rings reference? Look to the hills for my coming. He said something else to go with it too. Party Animals does look good. Yeah, it looks funny. And it's free on Game Pass, which is cool. Which is excellent. Alrighty. Boys and girls, I got to scamper. We got to rock out. And Steph's got dinner all cooked. And it's 6:07 p.m. my time. Mere Dragon, thank you for the raid. My name is Paul. I'm from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. And my screen is a little dark. My camera, the El Crapo camera, really sucks. Let me brighten up myself. There we are. Look at this. Ooh, child. And so, yeah. So, yeah, this crazy Canadian, I try to stream every day. The weeks, my son's name is Paul. Awesome. Good. That's a great name. Biblical name. I try to stream every day. It's just I'm on call every second week now with the switch of my new job. I'm 6 weeks in my new job, and so I'm on call. So which means 24/7. Something happens, bam, they call me, and I get things going. So, and I'm actually loving the job. It's good. The people I work with are awesome. Yeah, it was a good move. I left my job of 18 and a half years to transition to a new job, which was huge. Massive decision, and I have zero regrets. I don't even feel bad. I hope you feel better soon, Paul. Lee, are you home? And why don't I have pictures from Africa? Like, what's going on? Lee, you should be sending me pictures on Facebook from Africa. I commanded you before you left for vacation to hook me up with pictures. I'll feel better in 8 days, 9 days, usually. Lee, did you bless the rains? Bless the rains. And down in Africa, Lee brought his Toto skills. That's what he did. So right now, my throat is starting to get scratchy. And then by the middle of tonight, I will be fully nasal congested, I assume. And that's the part that gets me angry. I can handle a cold. Cold is no big deal. A man cold for me goes all up in here, and I can't breathe. And so then I throw a pity party and sook and get angry. I'll admit it. So when they say men are babies when they get man's colds, it's a true story. Which part of Africa, Lee? So Mooney, I'm not home until Sunday morning. Yeah, you get photos, but they're honestly not much to see. I don't care, dude. You're going to a place I'll never get to go. So Mooney, he said he's off the coast of Africa in some Spanish islands. The Spanish islands, man. The Canary Islands. That's it. Let me Google the Canary Islands. Excuse me, that was a belch. The Canary. And for some odd reason, Lee is on the Canary Islands watching the stream. Okay. Look at that Mount Tide. Siam Park. Canary Islands. Dude, why are you on stream when you're in the Canary Islands right now? Dude, you're crazy. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Hold on here. Let's go with this. Let's do where are we? Gaming pod. Let's just do this for a second. Look at these pictures. Oh, I can't stand the way this looks now. Can I? No, can't do that. Well, safe search is enabled. It's so beautiful there. Yeah, Canary Islands. This is wild. Look at this. Can I do a full screen just here instead of going into the what's this say? Oh, okay, forget it. That's just taking a picture of it. Look at this. Look at this. I could do it like that. Don't do me like that. Beautiful. Lee, what are you doing? Why are you on my stream? Lee, I'm going to ban you. So here's the thing. Here's the amazing thing about you guys. I've been streaming for years, mainly on YouTube. And here I am. Went to the Cornwall, UK for a holiday this year, and I took so many photos. Mere Dragon, that's amazing, dude. I take tons of pictures too. Tons of selfies as well. But when my people go on vacations and trips and cruises, Spuddy just recently back from a cruise, they hop on stream to say hi. Mark, Ultimate Hater, was on a cruise. And he's like a couple days checking in. Like, what are you doing? I can't support a friend, eh? Yeah, you can. Just you're on the Canary Islands, dude. There should be some sweet honeys that you should be partaking in. Just throwing that out there. You should be sowing your seeds of wildness. You're 23, my man. You're 23. Come on, Lee. Canary Islands. When I was 23, the furthest place I could go was Walmart. That was my trip. Hey, babe, let's go to Walmart. You were loved. Duh, Paul. I can't believe you just gave me a 2 in French. Duh. Duh, Paul. Curvy, I appreciate that. You know I love you too. You guys are amazing. So Mooney's Legacy, she's from South Africa. She loves it so much in South Africa. Oh, I'm clapping all the cheeks. Beautiful reference, Lee. I want that clipped right now, Lee. Or just a screenshot. Lee is clapping all the cheeks. Meathead. That's so funny. All right, boys and girls, I could sit here and chat to you all night because I love you that much. I do got to go, though, and I said that 10 minutes ago. Yeah, tomorrow. So, Curvy, it's just you and I for the podcast on Sunday. Depending on how I'm feeling, I may not do the podcast, just as a heads up, but I will. I'll let you know on Instagram. And we'll go from there. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I worked at Walmart when I was 23. Holiday for me back then was a trip to Walmart as well. It's so expensive. And Mere Dragon, you have kids, so you know how expensive it is. Your money goes to the family. That's it. Your money goes to the family. Your money goes to the kids. We went and got Isaac's. We went to the Spirit of Halloween place last night and got Isaac's Halloween costume. And he's going as a steampunk dude. And hold on, I'm gonna bring him in because this was stupid expensive. 1 second. Whoa. Isaac, come here. Put your whole getup on. Show everybody. All right, I'm gonna show you Isaac. He's got his. Look at this. Here he comes here. This is Ella, if you guys were wondering. She is a lab/King Corso mix, so she's 100-pound beast. Can I brighten it up a little more? And I know I should be done here, guys. All right, here comes my steampunk kid. All right, this whole outfit we paid for last night. So this insane coat was crazy. This little thing here, crouch down a little more. The hat, the goggles. Where's your stuff? It came with we had to buy the walking stick or whatever. Mere Dragon, it is amazing. That costume is outstanding. But look at this. I wanted him to get this because this goes with it. This is with the costume. And it's not cheap plastic either. This is hardcore metal. It looks amazing. So this was a very well done, and he looks fantastic. He's going to steampunk. And the gloves too. We had to buy the gloves, so crazy. All right, get out. I'm almost done here. I'll be done here in a sec, pal. Yeah, and so I was happy to do it. We're in a place in our lives right now that I could go a little extra to buy him a butt-kicking Halloween present. The thing is, he's 13. Yeah, he's taller than his mother, Lee. This is so funny. Here's a sidetrack. So Mere Dragon, Lee Everett, and like James Mucklin, Kirby Lass, these people have been following me for years. And so they're the ones that are faithful that stayed while the others took off. But you can go back on YouTube, which is Pharaoh Space TV, Pharaoh TV. That's my YouTube channel. I got over 30,000 followers there. You can see old videos of Isaac. And you can see old videos of my oldest kid, the giant kid that walked by. So Isaac's 13, but he kissed and hugged his mother goodbye the other morning going to school, and he looked down at her. Steph is 4'10", very little lady. So he looked down at her. I was like, oh my gosh, because that was the first time I seen, because usually it was just eye to eye, and then bam, he just sprouted up. So that looks like it could be Lies of P cosplay. That would be cool. Mooney, Isaiah is like 6'1". Yeah, he's taller than I am. He's like 6'1", same height as my sister. She's so tiny. I know, eh? It's so wild. Yeah, Steph's little. And yeah. Here's the thing, Mere Dragon, I don't really keep my private life private. I'm pretty open, very open. Instagram, Twitter, of course, but Instagram, I share all my crap there. Even TikTok. I haven't done a TikTok video in a long time, but yeah, I share all my crap. I'm pretty open. I always have been. And you could probably, like, you'll see, so I used to do these videos called My Past is Legacy. So games I played as a kid, Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, I get my boys to play with, like, they would play it and try it out for the first time. We do a review, reaction, all that stuff. So the very first couple episodes is super cheesy because I had no clue what I was doing. So I was very new to the whole video world, and then eventually I settled in, and now this is what I do. I just chat and talk, and I'm very comfortable chatting with everybody. Yeah, that's crazy. He looks awesome in the costume. The costume's awesome, Lee. It really is. We tried to sway him. It was so funny because it was expensive. So Steph and I were like, oh, you should try this outfit. You should try this one. We would have saved ourselves so much money. And then he thought about it. And like a half an hour later, he's like, you know what? I do want to do the steampunk thing. And we're like, oh, yeah, sure. Rotten children. All right, I'm getting out of here, boys and girls. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. The heck? Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Kodak Walken, thank you for the follow. Mere Dragon, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. So I just want to say, Mere Dragon, I looked at your videos and stuff like that. You look like you're 20. You just look like a young pup, sir. Where I look like an old man. I'm only 47 though. Just throwing that out there. Bye. All right, boys and girls. You're 46? Are you kidding me? I don't even know what to say. I have excuses why I have white facial hair, but still. I look like I'm 67. Three kids, 5 grandkids. What? I don't have any grandkids yet. I have 2 boys. 2 boys, no grandkids yet, but I can't wait. Have a wonderful time. Lee, you have a wonderful time. Get off the stream. You're in the Canary Islands. All right, boys and girls, thank you. You guys are amazing. Mere Dragon, pleasure to meet you today, dude. Thank you so much for the raid. So here we go. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. All depends how I wake up, okay? But if I wake up and I can stream for a couple hours, we'll be doing Warzone with Ultimate Hater, Curvy last in the chat, all right? You two, man, take care. Yeah, jam. So here we go. So as usual, my name is Paul, and you guys take care. See you guys. Love all you beautiful people. Yeah.